Good evening, y'all. I hate that I'm not there to be able to see y'all in person, but things happen in life, and so here we are. Good thing for technology. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that way you can see the PowerPoint and everything like that. And then I will also be sending this PowerPoint out through email so you'll have it to refer back to whenever you need it. Can y'all see my screen, Mr. Humphrey? Okay. All right, so welcome to freshman orientation for the 2021-2022 school year. We are really looking forward to having your students on the high school campus. So just a couple introductions. I know Mr. Humphrey and Mr. Garza are there in person, but here's a picture that shows who they are. And I am right there where the arrow is. And the rest of the lovely faces in the photograph are people that you will come across on the high school campus. We have our Miss Hendricks, our nurse, and then we have Miss Majors, Miss Baker, Miss Parrish, and Miss Torres, which are our administrative assistants. And then Miss Nauman, who's our curriculum coordinator, Miss Green, our technology, and Miss Bertrand, our director of special services. So you'll see all of these people when you get to the high school campus. Okay, so first and biggest thing, when you get to high school, the one thing that I like to tell all the students is to make sure that they get involved. It's so important to have something to be involved in, whether it be sports or one of the many organizations that we have. When we have fish camp before the freshman year starts, we will have all of our organizations there with tables set up so you can get more information on those. Being proactive. If you have questions, one thing that I can tell you about the high school campus is all of our teachers and staff are very willing to help you with anything you need. So if you see that there's something that you need, please don't hesitate to reach out and be proactive and get whatever assistance you may need. Communicate with teachers. I know that's something that y'all probably already do with the middle school teachers, but don't hesitate to reach out through email or phone calls or however you need to get in touch with teachers if you have a question. And stay organized. It's a big thing. You're coming to high school. We've got 8 classes. And like I said, if students are involved in lots of extracurricular activities and things like that, it's important to stay organized. So just a few little tips for when you come to high school. All right, so here's all the good stuff. High school and junior high are different in quite a few different ways. Right now in junior high, if you move on to the next grade, you pass your classes, you move on to the next grade. When you come to high school, you have to earn credits to graduate. So a credit is essentially a class, okay? So you have to earn 26 credits to graduate. And the way you do that is by coming to school, because attendance plays a huge part in earning credit, and by passing your classes. Okay, so if you pass the first semester of your class, your English class, then you get half of a credit. If you pass the second semester of your English class, then you get the other half of the credit to earn the full credit that you need. Okay. Now, one good thing about it is, say your first semester, we have a bad semester, we're not adjusting well to high school, and we make a 68 in English for the semester. The good thing about it is you can turn around the second semester and make a 72 and average those together to get you a 70 to get your total credit that you need. So, Mr. Humphrey, is there any questions about that? Okay, excellent. All right, so the next thing, like I said, if your attendance is not 90%, if you're not at school 90% of the time, then you will lose credit for that class. So even if you make a 95 in English 1, but you missed more than you were supposed to, you can lose credit for that class and have to retake it. So if you do not pass your class for the year, then you have to retake that class. So say you're a freshman and you do not pass English 1, you do not earn the credit, then what happens is you have to take English 1 again as a sophomore. And so it's very important that you pass your classes, because I know you don't want to be a sophomore taking freshman classes, okay? So if you don't pass it, you have to retake it. All right, in high school, you have to pass 5 state assessments. So the one good thing about it is, as an 8th grader, you take 4. You take your English, your math, your science, and your social studies. When you come to high school, there is only 5 STAR tests that you have to take, okay? You'll take your English 1, English 2, algebra, biology, and US history. Okay, most of you will take your English 1, algebra 1, and biology your freshman year. And then you'll take your English 2 and US history your sophomore year. If you pass them all when you take them, you don't have any STAR tests to take your junior or senior year. There are only 5 tests that you have to take. Are there any questions on that? Okay. All right, so here is a chart that shows you your graduation requirements, and I'm going to go through this in a little more detail through the next slides. So the state of Texas mandates what students have to take in high school and what they have to, where they have to earn specific credits. So in this chart, you'll see the foundation program, which that is only 22 credits, and that is only in very select and very few cases that a student graduates on that program. So what at Anahuac High School, we encourage and push our students to all graduate on the foundation with endorsement plan. Okay, and so that's the plan that I'm going to go through with you and talk about the classes that you have to take and where you have to earn your credits. So the first subject is English, and in English, you have to earn 4 credits for graduation. So your freshman year, you'll take English 1. Your sophomore year, you take English 2. Your junior year, you take English 3. And then your senior year, you take an advanced English, and you have some choices on this part of what you would like to take. You can take regular English 4. You can take college prep English, which is an English class that gets you ready for college. Or you can take a dual credit English class through Lee College, which is English 1301 and 1302. So 4 credits of English. So you will take in English every year that you are in high school. The next subject is math. In math, for the foundation with endorsement plan, you have to earn 4 credits. Okay. You have to take algebra 1. Some of you have taken that in 8th grade. Some of you will take it as a freshman. You have to take geometry, algebra 2, and then 1 advanced math. And once again, when you get to the advanced math, you get to choose what you would like to take. And it really kind of depends on what your plans are after high school. So you have math models, pre-calculus, calculus, college prep math, or the dual credit college algebra. So once again, 4 maths and the advanced math, you get to pick what you would like to take. The next subject is science. So this one, there's a little more wiggle room as to what you can take to earn those 4 credits. It is mandatory that every student take biology, which everyone will take as a freshman, or a couple people may take it as a sophomore. Then you have to take another lab science, which is going to be the IPC, which is integrated physics and chemistry, or physics. Okay, and then you have 2 advanced sciences, and this is where it gets kind of fun picking your classes. So if you didn't take chemistry as your second science, you could take that. There's physics, advanced animal science, anatomy and physiology, scientific research and design, which is the rockets class, microbiology, and forensics. So like I said, for science, there's a little more wiggle room in allowing you what classes you would like to take. But once again, you have to earn 4 credits in science. Social studies, this one's real cut and dry. There's not a lot of options. You have to earn 3 credits in social studies. As a freshman, you will take world history. Most people will take US history as a sophomore. And then your senior year, you will take government and economics. Okay, here is where the rest of those 26 credits come from. You have your language other than English, and you have to earn 2 credits in that. At Anahuac, you're going to take Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. The language other than English is, like I said, there's not a lot of options for that one, but you have to have 2 of the same language other than English. You have to have 1 credit of physical education. So your options for that are going to be regular PE, you have athletics, or you can, if you take band, the first semester of band can count for your PE credit. So in order to earn the full PE credit, you would have to take 2 years of band. For your fine arts credit, which is only 1 credit, there's quite a few choices. We have band, floral design, digital graphics and animation, art, and then this upcoming year, we are hoping to offer choir. So if we have, enough students to sign up for it, we are going to look at offering that. So we are extremely excited about that. So if you're interested in choir, please make sure you write it on your sheet later. Even though we don't have it now, we're hoping to get it. It is an Anahuac High School policy that all of our students take speech, which is half of a credit. And then the rest of your 26 credits comes from your electives. So that's the fun classes that you get to pick and choose from. Are there any questions about that, Mr. Humphrey? Okay. All right. So now that you kind of see what you have to do in high school, I know that it seems like it's super far away, but it's important to go ahead and start thinking about what you want to do after high school to help you decide what types of classes you want to take in high school. Like I said, if you're going to be a college-bound student, when you start looking at those advanced maths, you want to maybe take like a pre-calculus or a calculus. If you're a student that is leaning more towards a trade school like cosmetology or welding or something like that, then maybe we're going to look at the college prep math or the math models. So it's important to kind of start thinking about what you want to do in order to help you decide what classes you want to take in high school. So after high school, there's a couple, different things that you can look at. And so I put these on here for you to be thinking, okay, so after high school, I plan to go to technical training. So that would be something like earning a certification, doing maybe like a millwright, a welding, or, something along those lines, your trades. Okay, so doing some sort of trade school, learning a trade and being able to do that as your job. Another option is enrolling in a 2-year university or 2-year college, which is going to be something like Lee College. With Lee College, they have a ton of programs, everything from cosmetology to an associate's in business to process technology and instrumentation. Almost anything you want to do, they're going to have at Lee College at the 2-year level. Okay. If you are thinking maybe you want to earn a bachelor's degree, then that is going to be a 4-year college. And that's something that you're going to want to challenge yourself a little bit more with your classes and look more towards taking, your college prep English and your college prep math and classes along those lines. Another option is to enlist in the military. And it is so exciting this year in our senior class. we currently have 7 students that have already enlisted in the military, which I think is really cool. So that is absolutely an option to enlist into one of the armed force branches. And then, of course, some people may just go to work without doing any sort of trade school or college. So there's always the option to work part-time or full-time. So when looking at those, just be thinking about what you possibly may want to do after high school. I know most of you probably do not have it set in stone, like this is what I want to do and this is what I'm going to do, but it's important to start having some ideas and seeing what you may be interested in. So with that being said, in high school, we have endorsements, and endorsements are pretty much just an area of studies that you are interested in. So the first area is our STEM endorsement, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And so if that's something you're thinking about becoming an engineer, some sort of scientist, chemist, physicist, biochemist, even a math or a science teacher, your STEM classes are going to be taking lots of science classes and lots of advanced math classes and doing the Rockets program with Coach Moore. That's where most of our classes are in the STEM area of study. So if you're thinking that's something you may want to be an engineer later in life or a math or science teacher, that's the area that you would really want to focus on. The next area is business and industry, and that's probably one of our most popular. Your business and industry is going to cover a ton of different things. So welding, welder, plumber, pipe fitter, tire repair, web designer, a vet tech, sales representative, financial mate. I mean, there's all kinds of things that fall into the business and industry area of study. And you received when you walked in a class selection sheet, as well as a paper that has all of this information on there. So that way you can look at it and see under each area of study what the classes are that fall under that and some sample careers. So if you want to go back later and look and see, you can check it out. The next area that we have is public services. And so that's going to be if you're going to be an educator, a counselor, a firefighter, a police officer, you're going into the military, you want to be a dentist, a dental hygienist, a nurse. All of those fall into public services anytime you're doing something to help the public. Arts and humanities is going to be if you're extremely interested in the arts, obviously. Theater, art, band, those types of classes are going to be the arts and humanities. And then the last one is multidisciplinary. And multidisciplinary means you're not really sure what you're going to do. So you're going to do a little bit of everything and see what you really like. Okay. A lot of our freshmen, incoming freshmen typically start with multidisciplinary because then they can say, oh, I'm going to take a math class, but I also want to take welding, but I also want to take law enforcement, and I'm going to take band. So you're taking a little bit out of all of them to see what you really like. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. With these, you have to, when you come into high school, you have to say which one you would like to do. But you're not tied to that. So say right now you're sitting in your chair and you think, okay, I want to be an engineer when I grow up. So you turn in your paper and you checked the STEM endorsement, but you get into high school, you start taking these classes and you're like, oh, I don't know. I really liked that law enforcement class. I think I want to be a police officer. We can absolutely change your endorsement and start making sure that we get you in the classes that help you learn more about that. So an endorsement, like I said, is just an area of study that will help you take classes to see if you're interested in it for life after high school. All right, that's probably the hardest thing on all of this to understand. So does anybody have any questions about that? Yes, sir. Are y'all ready? Okay. All right. So just a little bit more information. When you come into high school, one of the things that is, like I said, a little bit different than junior high is you will earn a class rank and you have a GPA. That's used to determine the top 10% rule, which in the state of Texas, any student that graduates in the top 10% of their class is automatically accepted into any Texas public university, except for UT in Austin, which is the top 6%. So with that being said, it's extremely important to remember that your freshman year, all of your grades count. So make sure that you start strong and do your best from your first day of high school. I can tell you this year, I've had students that have came in and they're like, Ms. Strudden, what can I do to get my rank up? I'm like, well, baby, you're in the 4th, 6 weeks of your senior year. There's not a lot we can do right now. You know, those B's and C's that you made your freshman year are kind of hurting you. So it's extremely important to make sure that you do your very best from the first day of school. Are there any questions on that? Okay. All right. So what we're going to do next is, due to all of the craziness of spring and everything like that, we were unable to have all of our teachers come to come tonight and talk a little bit about their classes. So what we did is I had them put together a short video where they introduced themselves and talked a little bit about their class and what you can expect and things like that. So we're going to watch this video so that way you can get an idea of who your teachers are and things like that. The video is about 10 minutes long. And so when we get done, if you have any questions, I will answer them for you. There's no sound, Mr. Humphrey? Okay. Do you have the link to that PowerPoint that I sent you? Can you go to that slide and click on that link and see if that will work? Oh, wait, I got it. Let me see if this works.
Creatively think. I hope you have a good freshman year.
Can y'all hear that? Okay, perfect. Let me start it over. Sorry, y'all.
Hello, my name is Amanda Way. I will be teaching English 1 Practical Writing. This is going to be a class that's going to help students with writing skills, reading comprehension, grammar, vocabulary, and learning how to creatively think. I hope you have a good freshman year.
Hi, I'm Kim Sherman, and I am the English 1 honors teacher. I can't wait to meet you. I'm looking forward to next year, and I really believe that you're going to love high school. See you in August.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Carpenter. I am the biology teacher. In biology, we get to have fun doing different types of hands-on activities and experiments. We will study everything from cells to DNA and genetics to the body systems. We study plants and animals, viruses and bacteria. I enjoy biology. Science is my favorite subject. So I look forward to meeting you all, and I hope that you all enjoy it just as much as I do.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Lugo, and I will be your Algebra 1 teacher. So hopefully for all you incoming freshmen, you'll be, studying under me, and, I want to teach y'all everything y'all need to know about Algebra 1. Now, there are going to be some things that will be challenging and will be hard to understand. I'm going to be, honest with you. However, I'll do whatever I can, to make sure that you are able to understand all these concepts and making sure that math is easy to understand. And so far all all my students right now, they've been enjoying it. So hopefully you guys will also enjoy me teaching y'all. Hopefully y'all can learn a few things, and that way it will help you better educate yourselves for future math courses. But yeah, you'll be having me, Mr. Lugo, as your Algebra 1 teacher. I can't wait to meet y'all. I'm actually really excited to see y'all. So yeah, hope you are ready to learn some math.
Hi, my name is Ms. Rosillo. I have 2 kids, Alex, and he's 7. Mateo is 3. They're very energetic kids. I teach geometry. I teach advanced geometry in college transition. Okay, so I've been here teaching in Anahuac High School for 8 years. This is my 9th year. Okay, in geometry, you will see points, lines, planes, logic, which is it helps you with your common sense. We'll see proof, parallel lines, perpendicular lines. Then we get into circles, triangles, shapes, and lots of fun with trig. All right. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Coach White. I'm the world history teacher. I have been at Anahuac now for 2 years, going on 3. Love teaching world history. I also coach football, and baseball, and we'll learn about a lot of new things like world wars. We'll learn about early humans and kind of early civilization. We'll talk about empires. We'll kind of get up into modern issues that we're talking about in the world. But can't wait to have y'all's kids, and hopefully they're ready to learn some world history.
Hola, mi nombre es el señor Pran y yo soy el maestro de español. Yo enseño español 1 y español 2. My name is Mr. Pran. I teach Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. I will see you next year. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, it's Miss Mitchell. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about business, finance, and technology classes. So in BIM, you can get a industry certification for Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. For business management, we learn a little bit about planning, organizing, and staffing businesses. For human resources management, we talk about employment selection, employment management, and recruitment. Principles of business marketing and finance, we talk about marketing of goods and services. Also advertising and pricing. Money matters. We talk about personal financial goals, car and home buying, taxes and investments. And in global business, we talk about different trade policies, legal aspects of global business.
Hey, incoming 9th graders, Coach McCrary here. I just want to formally welcome y'all to the high school and want y'all to take a look at the classes that I teach. I'm in charge of accounting as well as digital animation and animation. And guys, we have a ton of fun in those classes. And if you choose that you want to come out there and you want to be involved in what we have going on, I'd love to have you either in class or maybe I'll see you out there on a football field later on in the fall. Talk to you soon. See you later. Coach McCrary out.
Hi, I'm Miss Lee, and I'm the art teacher at Anahuac High School. Today I'm going to tell you just a little bit about art in high school. We have 3 different sections. We have Art 1, Art 2, and Art 3. In Art 1, we go over the principles of design and the elements of art. We go over 3D art and a little bit of art history so that you can learn about famous artists and some that aren't so famous. And then we also have careers in art, which we go over different types of careers that are in art that are available to you. We take each one of these and we do numerous art projects, and we use numerous mediums so that you can see that all the wide range of things there are in art and how you can present it. Then if you are interested in art and maybe considering a career in art, we have also Art 2 and Art 3, where we expand a little bit more knowledge and we work on portfolios so that in case you are interested in moving on to college or a career in art, we can help you with that. So I hope you enjoy art, and if you do, come see me. Bye.
Hi, my name is Brittany Cardone, or I'm also known as Doc B to all of our coaches, athletes, and student athletic trainers. I'm the athletic trainer here in Anahuac ISD, and this past year was my first year in the district. I've had the opportunity to start the first ever sports medicine program. So this past year, I taught Sports Medicine 1 to students in grades 9 through 12, and my students were able to learn all about what my field of sports medicine consisted of. My students learned about the sports medicine team and who it consisted of, sports injury prevention, the law of sports injury, emergency care, nutritional consideration with sports, psychology of sports injury, and they learned about numerous injuries that could happen in sports from head to toe. My students have had the opportunity to learn how to spine board athletes in emergency situations dealing with possible spinal injuries. And they were also able to learn how to splint fractures of the upper arm, wrist, and even elbow dislocations. So next year, I'm going to be teaching Sports Medicine 2 in addition to my Sports Medicine 1 class. I'm also going to have an athletic training class where those students that have applied and have been accepted into the Sports Medicine program will have the opportunity to apply their knowledge from Sports Medicine 1 and the knowledge that they may learn in Sports Medicine 2 into actual rehabilitation protocols for some of our injured athletes.
Oops, sorry, y'all. Okay, so as y'all can see, our teachers are extremely excited about having you on campus next year. And that was just, like I said, just a very short introduction to some of your freshman teachers and some of the programs that we offer at the high school. So now that you've seen that, when you walked in, you should have received your 9th grade course selection sheet. And this is extremely important because this will determine what classes you're going to take. So I'm asking that you fill it out and return it to your homeroom teacher by April the 2nd. And so what happens is that if we do not get that form back, then you get put in whatever electives we choose, okay? So when you look at that form, the very top part is going to be the classes, freshman classes that you have to take. So you've got English 1, and you have on-level English 1 and honors English 1. So the difference between the on-level classes and the honors classes are the amount of work that you will do and how quickly you move through that work in the classes. Your honors classes are going to move a lot faster, and you're going to have quite a bit more work than you would in the on-level classes. So make sure that you're very conscientious about what you pick when you pick your level or honors classes. So you'll pick level or honors for English 1. For the math, if you took Algebra 1 in the 8th grade, then you will pick either level or honors geometry. If you're in regular 8th grade math, then it is mandatory that you take Algebra 1. All freshmen will take biology, so you can pick on-level biology or honors biology. World history, same thing, we have on level or we have honors. And then we have Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. So if you took Spanish 1 as an 8th grader, then you will take Spanish 2 as a freshman. And if you have not taken Spanish, then you will take Spanish 1. I know we do have some 8th graders that took Spanish 2 at the high school. So on that, you would not choose one. If you've taken Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 with Miss Campbell, then you would not pick one right there. So that part's pretty straightforward. And then here is the fun part. This is where you get to choose what you would like your electives to be. Okay, so there is your whole list of electives. And then on your paper, there is one that is handwritten in there because I forgot to put sports medicine as an option. So that is supposed to be there. So sports medicine is an option as a freshman for you to take. I know that Doc B is looking for incoming freshmen that would be interested in being an athletic trainer. She mentioned today that she hasn't had anybody express any interest. So sports medicine and athletic training are definitely an option. The rest of these classes, some of them were talked about. So Miss Lee talked about art. A lot of you are in band already. And like I said, choir is when we're looking to add. Theater production is exactly what it sounds like. It's theater production, so being in plays and things of that nature. We have athletics. We have foundations of personal fitness, which is going to be your regular PE class. We have principles of agricultural, food, and natural resources, which is our ag class. So with ag, if you are interested in pursuing welding or something like that, that is the class you have to take before you can take the welding classes. So I know some people think, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to work with animals, but principles of ag leads into a lot of different things. We have principles of business, marketing, and finance, principles of audio, video technology, concepts of engineering, and digital graphics and animation. Okay, I know a lot of you did take, or probably 20 of you took principles of ag with Miss Mays as an 8th grader. So if you did that, you may choose to do ag mechanics, which is the introduction to welding, floral design, or small animal management and equine science. So you can only pick those 3 classes if you took principles of ag with Miss Mays. If you took concepts of engineering with Mr. Thornton, then you can choose to take engineering design and presentation, which is the Rockets 1 class. And then sports medicine is obviously on there. So when looking at that, underneath elective choices, you're going to pick your top 3. Okay, so you're going to look at that list and you're going to say, okay, I want to take athletics, art, and concepts of engineering. And you're going to write those 3 under elective choices. And then I need you to pick your next 3 favorites. Because what happens is sometimes it doesn't always work in your schedule for you to get your top 3 that you picked. So I need some that I can look at in case one of your top ones doesn't work. I can do my best to get you in one that you are interested in. Okay, so it's extremely important that you fill out the elective and the alternate. Are there any questions about that? Okay, all right, so then the very bottom, it was that part that I talked about with and thinking about what you want to do after high school. So just 2 questions, and this really just gives me information so I know how to best help you when you're in high school. So which area of study do you think you are interested in pursuing? So your science, technology, engineering, and math, your business and industry, public services, arts and humanities, and multidisciplinary. And then after high school, what do you think you might want to do? Like I said, this is not something you're tied to. It just really gives me an idea so I can best help you when you're in high school. So any questions on that? Okay, so I know that that was a lot of information and it was extremely fast. So on the screen, you will see my contact information as well as Ms. Parrish's information. Ms. Parrish is our registrar and student success secretary. So she's my right-hand lady and can answer almost any question you're going to have. So if you need to take a picture of this, all of my information is on our high school website as well. And then I will also be sending out this PowerPoint in case you want to go back and listen to a part of it. But if there was something today that you had a question on, but you didn't want to ask in front of everybody, or you need some clarification on something, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Ms. Parrish, and we will get your question answered for you. Like I said, I know it's a lot, but we are here to help, and we'll do anything that we can to help you. So, yes. Yes, I will post it on our high school website, as well as, sorry, I'm trying to get back to where I need to be. Oh, stop sharing. Okay, so I will post it on our high school website, and then I will also post it on our high school Facebook page. So if you haven't already, please like Anahuac High School on Facebook. We also have a Twitter. And so all of this information, like I said, I'll post this video, and then any other, I will post our course catalog, which has more information about the courses that we have and a brief description of them. So all of that will be posted on our Anahuac High School website and Facebook page. Oh, can y'all see her? Wave at him. All right. And like I said, any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are here to help. And thank y'all for coming tonight. And I'm sorry I wasn't there.